All right, the LA Chargers got good news when it comes to their draft pick, and it's quiet under the radar stuff that nobody's really talking about. If you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but we have this channel all about the LA Chargers because we're big Michigan fans. We're big Harbaugh fans, and now to see him go to LA, we're super excited to see what he does. So you get an unbiased look into your team on this channel. So the news is that JJ McCarthy continues to rise on boards because we know about the top three quarterbacks, but then you can't overlook JJ McCarthy. And you're looking at him, you're like, well, he lost one game when he was a starter at Michigan. He is a national champion. He's athletic. He's fast. He's got a cannon arm. It's like, okay, he was great on third and longs, which was really weird. He's very smart. He's great in the media. He could be your CEO type guy at quarterback. He can handle all of it. And so you're like, at some point, a team is going to be like, we have to go get him after those top three quarterbacks go off the board. We have to go up and get him at pick 4 because after that, you've got the Chargers could trade at 5, but then there's a bunch of teams that need quarterbacks. And so if you're the Vikings, if you're the Raiders, like you got to come up and get JJ McCarthy. So what that means is either the Chargers will trade, cool, or Marvin Harrison Jr. will be just right there for them. So let's take a look at some of the latest mock drafts. The latest mock drafts have Marvin Harrison at pick 5 right there, falling right in the laps of the Chargers. And I think he's one of those guys. He's so good. What happened? He's so good that you kind of, what happens now from now until the draft, a month away, is that, well, maybe he's not as good, or maybe he's going to fall. And like people are kind of banging on him. And it's like, dude, because he didn't do this combine and, he didn't do his pro day. Don't forget, he was going to be a top 5 pick last year. And against Michigan in the last 2 games, I think he's had like 13 receptions, 240 yards, and 2 touchdowns in the last 2 seasons against Michigan, against Jim Harbaugh, in that dominating defense that Michigan had. This guy is ridiculous. And he is a franchise-changing wide receiver without a doubt. And so it's ridiculous that there's any negativity even talked about him. I mean, he just like, I don't have to do the pro day. I don't even want to. It only hurts me. I could only hurt myself literally, or I could drop a ball. And now it's like, it's like, I don't even need to do all that stuff. So Marvin Harrison would be a home run ridiculous if you're an LA Chargers fan. So in this mock, they actually take Neighbors ahead of them. I don't think that's going to happen. But what I do think is going to happen is Arizona is going to trade that pick because Giants need a quarterback. So why don't the Giants just go up there? Tennessee, Atlanta, really. Denver needs a quarterback. Are they going to wait around? They have no quarterback right now, and they're just going to wait for him at 9? No way. They're going to go up and get him. You've got the Jets. The Vikings need a quarterback. So there's so many people that need a quarterback that have to make that happen. So this is great. That 4th quarterback in this draft really makes it for the Chargers. And so it's something that they have to be paying attention to. If you look at here's a kind of draft tracker as they've looked across the internet of all the people. Nick Baumgardner, who's a really good, he works for The Athletic and covers the Michigan Wolverines. He's got them taking Brock Bowers. The Chargers need a tackle, but Bowers is the perfect Jim Harbaugh prospect, a player who never has to leave the field. I love it. Brock Bowers. I don't think they take him, though. There's going to be too many good players available. There's either going to be a really good trade or Marvin Harrison. Because Marvin Harrison's either going to go at 4 right ahead of him, and now every quarterback-hungry team is going to have to make a decision. Do we go up and get him now? Or Marvin Harrison isn't there because somebody went up ahead at 4 and took JJ McCarthy. And so now that is when you take Marvin Harrison. So Odunze, he's fine. A really good tackle in Fuaga. I like him. That'd be crazy. But Malik Neighbors, even him. I mean, I love taking impact explosive players high in the draft. I know tackle and guard is boring, and I myself don't want to fall into that trap, but at the same time, come on. Go get a playmaker. You need some playmakers to go with your quarterback. You have a quarterback. Offensive tackle. Love it, love it. Fuaga, Marvin Harrison, Bleacher Report, Marvin Harrison. So if you're the Chargers, this offseason's been up and down. It's been weird. You had to the biggest thing you did this offseason was try to figure out your key franchise players that were their pay is way inflated. Your last GM put you in a tough situation. As I watch the Lions and how they operate now, it's like they never give big contracts and they never put themselves in a situation that the Chargers were in, where you've got older players that have big cap hits. And what do you do? So the Chargers had to manage that. I thought overall they did really well. The Keenan Allen stuff was interesting. If we go to that really quick, the agent for Keenan Allen said, "Hey, look, just to be clear, one offer was made. It was a pay cut for 24 with a 2-year extension, and both years had even deeper cuts of his current pay. We made a counter offer. It was rejected. Then we were informed of the Chargers' intention to trade Keenan Allen. So originally they said there was multiple options out there. It's like, no, here's the thing. Both the Chargers and Allen got what they wanted, which was, hey, we want you to take a pay cut. And he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. It's like, all right, well, we have to do something because you're making too much money. Cap hit's huge. And he said, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Come off my best season. It's not happening. Okay, fine. So it's a business decision for both. Both didn't get what they wanted. Chargers no longer have Allen's salary on the payroll, while he, meanwhile, does not have to sacrifice money. He's getting a chance to show what he can do with the new team. Fine. I think at this point now, the Chargers are like, all right, that's just what we had to do. We had to move on from that. We still kept a couple of really good players. Austin Eckler, see ya. Goodbye. Mike Williams, see ya. But we're going to get a Marvin Harrison or Neighbors. I'm just, boom, we replace that right away. We've got picks. We're okay. Or the best case scenario, you trade, get out of there, take it, whatever you can, get an extra first round pick, get an extra second, get in a future first, you name it, the Chargers can do it. So JJ McCarthy rise is what's really fueling all of this. And it's great if you're a Chargers fan. So if you first time watching us, watch a couple more videos, and then we'd love for you to subscribe. Don't even really know what subscribing does for us personally, other than it just notifies you when we put a video out. But it makes us look better if we have more subscribers. People take us more serious. Like, oh, these guys got 5,000 subs. Like them. They have 10,000 subs. I'm gonna watch this video. So helps us out a lot just to hit that subscribe button. So appreciate it, and we'll see all of you on the next one.